Hello, EFR 513 students. Today we're going to be working on the Small Business Administration Government Database. Uh, it's EFR assignment EX13 right here. So the first part of this assignment says go to this website and download a data set. Okay, so go ahead and put this data set in. And we're in here, and then we're going to be looking for the SBA loan data 2000 fiscal year 2019 right here. So I'm going to go ahead and go to this data set. All right, so we'll go down here. Now there's a large number of data sets in this website, and we're just going to go right down to the front page here. And we're going to go right down here where it says SBA disaster loan data fiscal year 2019. So this is the data we're interested in right here. So as we come over to the right here, you see it's an Excel file. You can go ahead and click on that and download that file. Now once you download that, you're going to end up with an Excel file. And it's going to look like this right here. SBA disaster loan data. Okay, so as we see in here, there's different tabs. There's the instructions, there's the data menu for home, then for business, and then the home data and business data. So this is disaster data, and it's the loans and the amount of the damage per. So we're going to look at the business data, and here are the variables right here. And notice the variables we're interested in, for example, is the total verified loss, okay, the amount of the loss for the disaster, and then the approved total amount. Those are two things we're going to look at. Of course, you could look at other things. You could look at it for home and things like that. So a lot of the rest of this data is just identification numbers and such of the actual loan or the disaster number. So again, we're going to look at business. So we're going to click on the business one. Now, what I do is just save this entire file. If you're working on this file, you want to have a file you can always go back to and find the original. But we're going to spend some time in here just cleaning this file up. For example, there's missing values in the data. We're going to get rid of those missing values and replace them with NAs. And as you look at the names of things, there's spaces in here. And that's going to give us some problem in our analysis. We'd rather not have spaces. So we're going to go ahead and remove those spaces. So to do this, I'm just going to click right here. Again, I'm interested in the business. I'm going to bring that whole data set over. So I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to go over and open a new file. And I'm just going to paste it right in there. Okay, so this is my new pasted file. So now I'm not going to need this information up here, the BSA. So I'm just going to delete these first top rows. I'm going to just cut those right out. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the upper left-hand corner of my data. And then I'm going to hold down the Shift key. And then I'm going to press the End key and the down arrow. So that'll take me to the bottom of the data. And then I'm going to press the End key, still holding the Shift, and click the right button. So what I've just done is I blocked this entire data set. Then I'm going to go Control H, and that's going to bring up my Find Replace key. So the first thing I want to do is replace the missing values with NAs. So I'm not going to find what. I'm just going to leave that blank. and then I'm gonna replace it with an NA. I'm gonna say replace all, and that says it added 2,385 NAs, right? So you can see why you wouldn't want to do this by hand. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of spaces. So I'm just in the find what, I'm going to put a space there, and then I'm not going to replace it with anything. So I'm going to make sure the bottom is nothing in it. I'm going to say replace all, and that found 635 empty spaces. Okay, so from there, I'm going to go back up to the top. Okay, so I'm going to come up to the top of the file, and as you can see here, the names. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to eliminate a few of these columns, and I'm going to rename some of these, okay, because they are long now, and when I'm programming with real long names, that can become a bit cumbersome. So I'm just going to go ahead and rename some of these. Okay, so I went ahead and did that. Now you can see what I've kept here. What's very important to us in our analysis is going to be the state code, the value of the total value of loss, and the amount of the loan, total amount of the loan. But we're going to be after some of this identifying information in the last problem in the assignment. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and take it. I'm going to go File, and then I'm going to save this, and I'm going to automatically default to Excel. So I'm going to go down and find the CVS. Now I'm using a DOS machine, so then I'm going to save it as that.